Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News live on News First. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Here are your headlines this afternoon. Bail application filed by MP Dumindo Silva postponed. Program to uplift the health standards of estate workers. Japan extends its unilateral sanctions on North Korea by 2 years. A book authored by Venerable Professor Bellanvilla Vimalaratnathera was presented to President Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday. The book contains information including the broadcast of Buddhist religious observances, worship of statues and the worship of sacred relics. The bail application filed by parliamentarian Dumindo Silva at the Colombo High Court was postponed to the 24th of this month.
State Counsel Lakshmini Girihagama submitted to court that more time is required to file objections regarding the bail application. Accordingly, the case was postponed to the 24th of this month.
The Ministry of Health has decided to uplift health facilities of estate workers. Secretary to the Ministry, Dr. Nihal Jayatilaka, said that this decision was taken since the Ministry of Health was tasked with implementing the recommendations of the Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission.
Accordingly, Minister of Health Maithripala Sirisena had instructed health officials yesterday to take necessary measures to uplift the health standards of estate workers. Secretary to the Ministry of Health, Nihal Jayatilaka, said that nearly 30 hospitals operated by plantation companies have been taken over by the provincial councils. Another 20 hospitals are also to be taken over. The Minister of Health had instructed health officials to increase the number of health workers in estate hospitals, reduce malnutrition, establish daycare centres and other facilities for estate workers within a short span of time.
Chief Minister of the Western Province, Prasanna Ranatunga, says that steps will be taken to fill the vacant teaching positions in the Western Province within a month.
He noted that the vacancies will be filled after obtaining information on teachers retiring from the profession. The plan involves assessing the number of teachers retiring during a given month and taking steps to recruit the same amount of teachers during that month. Ranatunga added that these vacancies that are created will be filled with individuals who have passed relevant teaching examinations.
The Department of Immigration and Immigration has launched an investigation to apprehend the 4 foreigners who escaped from the Mirihana Holding Centre recently.
Controller General of Immigration and Immigration Chulananda Pereira said that they have been unable to nab the individuals who escaped from the holding centre on the 29th of last month. The 4 escapees were among a group of foreigners who were stranded at sea and were rescued by the Navy on the 17th of February this year. They were later housed at the Mirihana Holding Centre based on a court order.
Two people died in an accident which occurred in the 55th junction in Kilinochchi. The police media unit said that the accident took place when a private bus collided with a 3-wheeler. Meanwhile, 3 persons were injured in a motor accident in Ampara this morning.
A lorry transporting cattle illegally in the Damane area in Ampara collided with an oncoming lorry. Our correspondent said that 3 persons travelling in the lorry transporting cattle were injured in the accident and 2 of them were admitted to the Ampara General Hospital. A person was run over by a vehicle transporting equipment following a musical show held at the Kaltura Urban Council grounds yesterday. The police said that the identity of the victim who died in the accident is yet to be ascertained.
The Out of the Fair 2013 commenced at the Kandy City Centre today ahead of the Sinhala and Tamil New Year.
Aurudu Fair 2013 will be held until the 12th of this month. News First is the media sponsors for the fair, which will be held daily from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Kandy City Centre. The Aurudu Fair consists of trade stalls, traditional New Year games and the Aurudu Kumarya and Kumari contest.
And on sports news, the writ petition filed by parliamentarian Thilanga Sumathipala regarding the rejection of his nomination for the post of President of Sri Lanka Cricket has been dismissed by the Court of Appeal.
The petition had cited the Minister of Sports, the Secretary to the Ministry of Sports, the Executive Committee of Sri Lanka Cricket including its President and Secretary, and Jayantha Darunadasa, who has been nominated to the post of SSC President, as respondents. The writ petition filed by Sumathipala had noted that his nomination was rejected based on the influence exerted by the Minister of Sports, adding that the Minister does not have a legal right to do so. The petition also cited that Sri Lanka Cricket did not conduct elections over the past 4 years, and the tenure of the Executive Committee officially came to an end on the 30th of March. It also cites that such an institution cannot reject his nomination. MP Sumathipala requested court to issue a verdict dismissing the minister's decision. Sumathipala also requested court to issue a verdict stating that he is cleared to contest for the post of President of Sri Lanka Cricket and also to cancel the Sri Lanka Cricket election scheduled for the 16th of this month. Meanwhile, the Deputy Solicitor General, appearing on behalf of the Ministry of Sports, noted that Thilanga Sumathipala and other members of his family engage in the business of betting for horse races. He noted that such an individual is unsuitable to hold the position of President of Sri Lanka Cricket and added that Sri Lanka is at risk of losing its ICC membership if such an individual is appointed to the post of President of Sri Lanka Cricket.
Moving on to more sports news, Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton have been demonstrating the extreme positions that Formula One drivers adopt to drive the cars. To fit the demands of the cars, aerodynamic noses, weight distribution and safety concerns, the drivers lie down with their bottoms on the floor and their feet in the air.
So this is my seat. When you're making the seat, you sit in like a bag, and it has this foam around you which molds around your body, and then they laser it, and then they build from that laser sheet or design. They get they lay that carbon fiber down, so then they get it really nice and thin and light. I think it's only like 1 kilo, just over 1 kilo. You have to have the shoulder support here, so when you're going through the corners, you got to have the seat as high up as you can around the edges here and up the side here, so when you're going through the corners and you pull in a lot of G, that you've got support given in the seat. It never flexes, obviously, because you have it bolted into the car. It's pretty neat.
Finally, in sports news, Nate Robinson hit a running jump shot with 22 seconds left in regulation to lift the Chicago Bulls to a 92-90 road win over the New Jersey Nets at the Barclays Center.
New Jersey had taken a 90-87 lead on a Deron Williams jump shot with 52 seconds left, but Chicago answered with a Lulol Deng jump shot and then Robinson's jumper to take a 91-90 lead. After a Cook free throw gave Chicago a 92-90 lead, the Nets had one last chance to tie or win the game, but Brook Lopez missed an open jump shot as time expired. Carlos Boozer scored 29 points and pulled down 18 rebounds to lead Chicago, while the Nets were paced by Deron Williams with 30 points and 10 assists. The Bulls improved to 41 wins and 33 losses with the win and moved past idle Atlanta Hawks into 5th place in the tight Eastern Conference playoff race.
On entertainment news, Marvel provided more clues about its upcoming film Iron Man 3 when it released a new trailer about the expected summer blockbuster. The latest shows off more of Robert Downey Jr. as he takes on the role of Iron Man and his latest enemy, the Mandarins, played by Ben Kingsley. The new film opens on the 3rd of May.
Got a lot of apologies to make. Nothing's been the same since New York. You experience things, and then they're over. I can't sleep. And when I do, I have nightmares. Honestly, there's 100 people who want to kill me. I hope I can protect the one thing I can't live without.
Ladies, children, sheep. Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher. Lesson number 1. Heroes. There is no such thing.
And that brings to an end your lunchtime news bulletin for this afternoon. Good day.